So at this point in my life, I had to make a decision. And that decision was join Sensis and dive into that more full time. It's kind of how my brain kind of took it, or what did I want to continue with college or not? And so I made that decision. And that decision was join Sensis and dive into that more full time. It's kind of how my brain kind of took it, or what did I want to continue with college or not? And so I made that decision to step away from college for a little bit, because I felt like this was my once in a life opportunity to be able to achieve what I've always wanted to achieve as being an entrepreneur, as being a business owner, and having that true opportunity of financial freedom and what I saw for myself. And I asked my mom to support me in those efforts, and she decided to give me a time frame. And she said, okay, I'll give you 6 months for you to make this work, and I need to see some results. You got to make some money, obviously. This has to happen. I have to see a future for this career-wise for you, and I'll go ahead and support you over this efforts. But if it does not work out, you need to go get a job and you need to go back to school and kind of start back from zero and start back from the drawing board. And, thank God I never really looked back from that decision on moving forward. She was able to support me in those efforts, and we started to get some results. Like as you guys see here on your screen, this is me holding up the keys to my first car that I purchased with my own money, which was something that I know it's probably not a huge thing for a lot of people, but for me it was very special. I've always wanted a BMW type of car. Specifically, I like this particular car actually, so I didn't really think that it was possible for me to get it. But as I spent some time into the business and saved a little bit of money, took a lot of the principles that we give to our clients all the time and applied it to my own personal financial life, and I was able to achieve one of the biggest milestones of my life up until this point, which is purchase the particular car that I wanted. Not only was it was the exact car, it was the exact color I wanted, to the rims, also as well to the interior, which was the main part for me. I started to continue on in the business, started to get, promote to the next level, reach a little bit of success, and kind of touch that area of success here within our business. And it's been an amazing ride, all the way to our most recent convention event, which was hundreds and hundreds of people. Was the first time I've ever spoken into, whether I was telling my story, doing the training, whatever it was, presenting. I've never spoken into that many people in one room ever in my entire life. So I was extremely nervous about that, and I believe my story was received very well, and my presentation was received really, really well, as people told me. But I was just looking at this as a huge growth component for me, because it was something I just never fathomed, or I never saw myself being able to do, because excelling in the classroom for me was a little bit of a challenge. I think I needed a tool or being put in an environment where I could really thrive and use a lot of my skills that I believe I naturally have, right? And so I was able to do that. I was able to kind of change the lifestyle overall that I've been able to live over the last few years within our business, within our company, within our industry, which is really, really amazing, to the point where I'm able to get on, 7-star plus trips within the company, able to get my passport stamped all over the world and kind of see new places because of the income potential and provided here that we've worked really hard to achieve within our company. Something that I'm really excited from being able to take first class flights actually to out the country to like Jamaica. As you guys can see here, a picture of me and my friends. We're really excited about that, and being able to accomplish and see a lot of things as well. Some great level seats within the SoFi football stadium, as you guys see here on your screen, that I was able to experience with my girlfriend. We were able to watch the game from the floor, and we've been able to do that every year since then, for like the last 3 years or so, since the stadium has been put in place. And that's something that was really, really exciting for me to do. I am a Broncos fan, so shout out to them, of course. But it was really amazing just to see them, because every single year they come and they play in LA, which is really awesome, where I'm from. And it always, I have to look back at these moments because I am very, very grateful for that. And one of the other huge accomplishments that I was able to take a lot of the money that I have been saving over the years within Senses and become a co-borrower on a rental property in Inglewood, California, which is actually not far from SoFi Stadium as well. And that was something that I've always really, really, really wanted to do. And I know a lot of people talk about that a lot, that they want to get involved with that. It's not an easy business to get in at all. It costs a lot of money just to keep the overhead up and running, right? But by the grace of God and by timing, I believe, I was able to, be in that position to be a part of that particular investment there, and being able to make a net positive cash flow every single month, which is something that we always talk about, right? Active income versus passive income. And that's something that I'm truly grateful as well to be able to accomplish. You can say, hey, I want to accomplish a specific thing within a certain time frame, and as long as you follow the business that we have put together, the system that we have put together, there's nothing that can actually stop you from accomplishing any of the things that you want to accomplish. And one of my most prized possessions, as you guys see here on the screen, is probably another thing I guess you could add it to my list of things that I've always wanted to accomplish, and that was buy my first luxury timepiece. At this point, I guess when you graduate a little bit, there's no such thing as a watch anymore. It's really a timepiece specifically, right? And the funny part about it is I'm of the Instagram generation. And so when I actually did not think about getting a watch anytime soon, even though I had the money saved and money set aside to do so, I still did not think that it was something that I could accomplish until my mentor said, hey, you're making some money, you're saving, we're looking at what your money looks like, you're putting money in areas and you're making a couple of dollars here. And so, you always said you wanted a watch, but you've never gone to look at them. Why not? And so, I went with Al, we looked at some watches, and I said, okay, well, I like this one right here. And I completely forgot. See, this is why it's important to look at your goals, look at pictures every single day so that you can accomplish these things. So it's always at the forefront of your mind. And so we ended up going to pick out a watch, a Rolex watch that I actually wanted to get. I saved it to my Instagram account in 2018. It was this exact Datejust Rolex, Datejust 2, 41 millimeters with the white gold bezel, Roman numeral dials. It was a really beautiful watch for me, at least, that I've always wanted. And I literally saved it, and it's crazy, I completely forgot about it. And we were able to, just last year of 2022, we were able to go ahead and purchase that timepiece, which was, I think it was just through my happiness was just through the roof at that point. That was probably, I think that overall, everything I've told you that I've accomplished, I think that was my favorite thing that I've accomplished up until this point in my life. And so I thank you all for just kind of letting me share a little bit about some of my accomplishments, a little bit about my story and why I kind of got into this particular industry and have not looked back. And I want to thank everybody that's been a part of my journey. It's not really about the things and the items, but it is important to be able to have, certain level of accomplishment, certain level of things to be able to experience throughout your life, because these are experiences that I'm going to be able to share with my children and be able to pass that on to the next generation of leaders as well within our company. And so I look forward to seeing you guys as well on the other side. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to share my story. You guys take care. Have a blessed one.